and we're working on confirming this. We've actually been in contact with a Muslim convert who knows Arabic and was able to look at this story and confirm himself, as somebody who reads and speaks Arabic, that this story is correct. Now, this is an amazing story if it's true. And again, we're going to see if we can convince this individual to come on Focal Point and talk about it. He's confirmed it with us privately, but obviously there's some security issues for him. He lives in the United States. He's a Muslim convert. And remember, in Islam, you can't leave. Once you're in, you can't get out. And if you do, it's the death penalty. Apostasy from Islam is a capital offense in most of the Islamic countries in the world, and it's a capital offense in the Quran. You know, if a man changes his religion, kill him. I mean, that's a verbatim quote virtually from Muhammad. Man changes his religion, kill him. That is, if he changes from Islam to Christianity or something else, kill him. That was what Muhammad said, and that is pretty much a direct quote. Now, here's the story. It's on WorldNet Daily. I sent out a tweet about this last night with the link to the story. My Twitter handle, Brian J. Fisher. If you want to get tweets that I send out, Brian J. Fisher is my Twitter handle. And this is a story by Jerome Corsi. Now, this guy's not a lightweight. He is a Harvard Ph.D., and he's a staff reporter. He's written a number of New York Times bestsellers. So this guy's not some kind of a Yahoo out there. Now, some people dismiss him as a conspiracy theorist. But what this story is about, and this will blow your socks off if it's true, this story is about a ring that Barack Obama has been wearing since 1981. We've got pictures of him going all the way back to the 1980s when he was, I believe, even at Occidental College, maybe Columbia, but back to the early 80s, where there are pictures of him wearing this ring on his ring finger. Turns out it was the same ring that Michelle Obama slipped on his finger at their wedding ceremony, but he was wearing this ring on his wedding finger since the early 1980s. And there was a lot of questions about that among members of the student body. He's not married. What's he doing wearing a ring on his wedding finger? Here's how Jerome Corsi's story begins. As a student at Harvard Law School, then Bachelor Barack Obama's practice of wearing a gold band on his wedding ring finger puzzled his colleagues. Now, newly published photographs of Obama, and they've got photographs in the article, from the 1980s, show that the ring Obama wore on his wedding ring finger as an unmarried student is the same ring Michelle Robinson put on his finger at the couple's wedding ceremony in 1992. Now, here's the kicker. Moreover, according to Arabic language and Islamic experts, the ring Obama has been wearing for more than 30 years is adorned with the first part of the Islamic Declaration of Faith, the Shahada, quote, "There is no God but Allah." So that's the shocker. So if this can be verified, and again, we talked privately with someone who's a Muslim convert. He looked at the pictures. He looked at the inscription on the ring, and he said, yep, that's what it says. There is no God but Allah. Since the early 1980s, Barack Obama has been wearing a ring, I mean, I guess every day since the 1980s, wearing a ring with this inscription on it, "There is no God but Allah." That is part of the Islamic statement of faith. In fact, if you want to convert to Islam, all you have to do is repeat this: "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Muhammad is his prophet." That's how you convert to Islam. You know, in Christianity, we walk people through Romans 10, 9, and 10. If a man confesses with his mouth Jesus is Lord and believes in his heart that God has raised him from the dead, he shall be saved. That's how someone converts to Christianity. In Islam, all you got to do is say, "There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is his messenger. Muhammad is his prophet." And Barack Obama, according to Jerome Corsi, has been wearing a ring for 30 years with the Islamic Declaration of Faith on it. Egyptian-born Islamic scholar Mark Gabriel, who is a Ph.D., he examined photographs of Obama's ring at WorldNet Daily's request and concluded that the first half of the Shahada is inscribed on it. Here's a quote, "There can be no doubt that someone wearing the inscription, 'There is no God except Allah,' has a very close connection to Islamic beliefs." Focal Point, AFR Talk.